Posting first out of the blue corner, presented in association with Rodney Rice's R&R Promotions. He weighed in at 134.9 pounds, wearing white trunks with silver and blue trim. His record, 16 victories with 2 defeats. 7 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Sicklerville, New Jersey, Nahir Woo Albright. Introducing out of the red corner, he weighed in at 135 pounds, wearing white trunks with pink and black trim. His record, perfect. 9 fights, 9 victories. 6 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He is a U.S. Olympic silver medalist. He is the reigning and defending WBO Intercontinental and WBC USA lightweight champion, representing the 7 cities and his hometown of Norfolk, Virginia, Keyshawn, the businessman, Davis.
Okay, let's go, gentlemen. Let's go right here. Let's go. Keyshawn, let's go. Let's go. Okay, all right, hold on. You got your instructions in the dressing room. This is a 10-round fight for the USBA title. I want you to protect yourself at all times. At all times, I want you to obey my command. Touch gloves, back to your corners.
We always talk about belts don't matter. But when it's a regional belt, Tim, it gets you closer to your world championship dream. And that's what Keyshawn Davis feels he's ready for in his 10th professional fight.
Absolutely, and he's in match tough. Woo is not a slouch. He has came into this match with some good records on his, with some good fighters on his record. And the last guy he faced was
Carlos Balderas, an Olympian. And, you know, he's on a run of competitive and tough fights. He upset Balderas, the Olympian. He beat Esteban Falcao, who is 11-0. He lost to Jermaine Ortiz, who was 14-0-1. Ortiz gave Loma all he could handle. He beat Michael Dutchover, who was 15-1. His last 5 opponents are 69-3-1. And now they say, all right, take on the kid who many believe is the future of the lightweight division. And here he is in against Keyshawn Davis.
Hey, Woo doing that stab jab down to the body. Right hand over the top. Just wait for it. You know, right now, Keyshawn is not choosing to throw it just yet. He's still trying to find his range, calculating that. Trying to adjust to the speed of Woo, but sooner or later, there was the right hand right there, just missed off the mark.
A little double flick with the right hand from Keyshawn Davis. You see the speed. There's power behind that as well from the Tokyo Olympian silver medalist. You see the pink and white trunks that Keyshawn is wearing. They're in honor of his grandmother, Jackie, who passed away from breast cancer. So he's bringing that to light in her memory. It's got quotes from the members of his family and what Jackie, his grandma, meant to all those young men and women who she raised. See the speed, once again, just quick hands from Keyshawn Davis. Nice left from Nahir Albright.
Y'all watch your punches, no behind the head.
No, Albright's getting off to a quick start. He's not sitting back and allowing Keyshawn to get comfortable. He's trying to make him uncomfortable, and he's not allowing him to counter. He saw the right hand was going to come, and Woos did a great job just stepping inside the pocket to cover himself.
This is a great step-up fight for a fighter like Keyshawn Davis, because he's in there with an athletic fighter who's got quick hands as well, who has an answer for everything that Davis wants to throw.
Nice
but
hook.
that overhand right from Davis found a home on the chin of Albright. Good exchanges here early on in the first round between Davis and Albright. A lot of respect for each other's speed and power. as this fight opens up our fight card as we lead into our middleweight main event, which will feature a world title unification between the boogeyman, Janabek Alimhanala, and Vincenzo Gualtieri, newly minted IBF champion. He won his title against the Southpaw. Tim, what do you expect from tonight's main event?
Look, I'm just going to tell you this. Just because you are a champion doesn't make you a great fighter. You know, I studied both these men tonight, and I can just tell you this. One of these fighters tonight is fool's gold, and we're going to find out.
Middleweight is supposed to be one of boxing's glamour divisions, fellas. Obviously, it's not, but by the end of tonight, you'll have a unified champ. The question is, can he become a star? Janabek's going out about this the right way. I'm not just going to knock him out, he says. You're here for the knockout of the year, fellas.
On our Gennady Golovkin, the former unified champion, the last middleweight to unify the belts. He's 41 years old. Canelo Alvarez and Demetrius Andrade are now up at 168. Jermall Charlo is inactive. An opportunity for either Janabek Alimhanala or Vincenzo Gualtieri to become the new face of the middleweight division in tonight's main event.
See, Wu is hard to read. He's dropping feints. He has a nice jab. He's changing levels with the jab, coming up and also downstairs with it. But see those subtle feints right there. Has the young Keyshawn Davis a little tentative and not sure when to punch.
And you see the physical strength of Nahir Albright, bringing down Davis, standing his ground. Those are the things you have to do against a young fighter with the skill and the moxie of Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah, you don't want him to get comfortable. You want to keep him uncomfortable all the time. You know, and if you can get him defensive, he's not throwing punches, then how the heck is he going to be able to win rounds? You can't win rounds just with defense.
You saw Keyshawn Davis take a peek up. There's a giant screen behind us, and fighters have a tendency, Tim, of wanting to look at themselves, do what they're doing in the ring.
Ooh, nice right hand over the top right there. Just beautiful timing right there, catching Wu as he was stepping right onto his front foot to engage. Nice short right hand over the top.
Another one from Keyshawn Davis. And the reason that Nahir Albright is nicknamed Wu is because when he was in the gym and fighting in the amateurs, he would do stuff that left people saying, woo. So that's how he got his nickname. The businessman, Keyshawn Davis, his nickname is because he's all about making money in the ring and becoming the next American superstar at lightweight, which is loaded with talent.
Well, Keyshawn is all about control, too. He likes to control every scenario inside the ring. He fights when he wants to fight. Just because Wu is fighting doesn't mean that he has to fight. He's just taking his time right now. He has a ton of rounds to work, you know, still his back. But at the same time, you don't want to get Wu confident and getting off to a quick start and, you know, Keyshawn lose these rounds, these early rounds. Good right hand.
That right hand has been there for Keyshawn Davis. He's created the openings for it to land. And when you spar a fighter like top pound for pound #1 in the world, Terrence Crawford, that's going to toughen you up. Iron sharpens iron. And then when you spend time like he did with Floyd Mayweather and gets advice for himself from his team, he says, all that knowledge, all that love I get from some of the best in the game, it makes me a better fighter. And he's showing that tonight.
Right hand. Now you see Keyshawn starting to pick his pockets now. He got the timing down. He got the range down. Wu has some fundamental flaws. He does. When he shoots his jab, he goes back on his back foot, puts his head back there, tries to turn his shoulder. The right hand, there it is again, over the top.
Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over... The holidays are coming to the Home Depot with free delivery on over 2 million items. Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over... The holidays are coming to the Home Depot with free delivery on over 2 million items.
Here's where legends are born, and every match is a spectacle.
Superb racing.
The Little League World Series champions.
Popeye's new sweet and spicy wings are perfectly sweet and wonderfully spicy, just like my name.
Superb racing.
Keyshawn Davis told us, after my last fight, I was crouching in pain because of the acid reflux problems that I've had since I came back from the Olympics. And he said, now I have a chef. This camp, I didn't have to take it slow. He says, I had one sparring session that gave me issues, and then I went in there, I trained so hard, and I could give it my all because I didn't feel like I was gonna get sick anymore. Bringing in that chef changed his outlook, his output, and his performance, and we're gonna see that tonight, according to Keyshawn.
I know y'all don't see what I see, but I'm gonna let y'all know what I see. Keyshawn right now is in total control right now. Doesn't look like he's doing much, but he is. He's reading Wu right now. And as the rounds continue, he's gonna land, he's gonna start landing clean shots. Wu is already starting to break down. And when I say break down, his technique is not the greatest.
We had a warning from James Green to Keyshawn Davis to keep those punches up, but it didn't really seem like they were low, and that's kind of the expression that Keyshawn gave to the referee. We've seen him deduct points tonight, as you see the commissioner signing off on Vincenzo Gualtieri, the IBF World Champions gloves that he'll be using in the unification bout tonight against Janabek Alemhanula, a pair of unbeaten champions stepping in the ring. Either he takes the belts back to Germany or Janabek takes them back home to Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan finishing up the wrapping there. Russ Amber, he's 14-0 with 9 knockouts, the boogeyman of the division. You'll have a chance to prove it tonight against another champion. How rare is that? Well, this is the first unification at middleweight since Gennady Golovkin was able to do that, and you'll see it in tonight's main event. There's that jab from Keyshawn, controlling the range.
He controls the range. He controls everything in there. Everything. You know, Wu's doing a good job using his jab, sticking and moving. He's had success, but it won't continue. Soon as Keyshawn starts to find his mark. And what he needs to do is he needs to start attacking Wu's body to slow him down, to keep him in front of him.
The reason, Tim, is a lot of guys can take a headshot, but when you get hit downstairs, it's a different type of pain. And if you're capable of inflicting that type of pain, you become a complete fighter.
Well, the thing is Wu is slippery. You know, his head is always moving. He moves his head up off the line pretty quickly. So if you go down to the body, you're going to hit something.
Wu actually hit the body there on Davis. Trying to slow down a very efficient Keyshawn Davis.
I'm Tiana Tuamakala. Being a top-ranked knockout to me means having a community. Being a part of this world has been so exciting.
The holidays are coming to the Home Depot with free delivery on over 2 million items. Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over...
Fries or fries and rings, BK combo, so many things.
Aces, Liberty. We're all about the WNBA Finals. Aces, Liberty. We're all about the WNBA Finals.
From the intensity of the pitch
Go back to your corner.
Right before this fight started, Ryan Bomac McIntyre came over to our very own Tim Bradley to explain why he's not on the ring apron for this fight and is allowing Esau Dieguez to be up there with Keyshawn Davis tonight, Tim.
He said because he didn't do the work. He said he has his, that's what they're there for. You know, while I was away, he said they took care of him. There's no need for me. They can handle what they've been able to do. So he said it's nothing to do with his pride. He said he's okay with that. You know, he wants these other guys to shine because they put in the time and they put in the work with Keyshawn and his brothers.
We always talk about B&B, Bomac and Bud Crawford. it's a team there, and Esau Dieguez and Red Spikes do a lot of the work, don't get a lot of the credit, but Bomac wanted to make sure they did get their credit tonight, and you see how slick and how powerful those shots to the body are from Keyshawn Davis after Albright got off a couple of punches himself.
It is again. Anytime Wu goes into the high guard, you should expect offense coming back from Keyshawn. Keyshawn likes guys that like to shell up in front of him. He knows how to find the holes around the guard.
There's that overhand right once again. If Albright reaches with that jab, you can be sure that Davis is going to make him pay.
The Albright had the herky-jerky, little herky-jerky style, moving his hips, moving his shoulders back and forth. Keyshawn is unable to know when he's going to shoot those shots. He disguises it with that movement back and forth, back and forth.
Keyshawn Davis is about the subtleties of his game. It's those intangibles, those small movements that don't look like a lot, but make a huge difference at an elite level, like that range control there.
Well, he's getting him lunging now. We were starting to lunge, but Keyshawn, there it is, a left hook. That's what I was waiting on. And he's going to have more of that, especially when Wu throws his right hand. Just watch his back foot, how it lifts up off the canvas. He gets himself off balance. That left hook's going to be there.
That left hook to the body landed perfectly on the flanks of Nahir Albright, who is a great singer, actually. Nice right hand. And you saw the legs of Albright start to shake. And here is Keyshawn Davis pummeling Albright on the ropes, but Albright still has his legs under him.
See that post right there? Just lining it up. Using that frame. Nice little post right there from Keyshawn. Didn't I tell you that his technique was starting to falter? His form is starting to go by the wayside. That's exactly what's happening to Wu right now. He's breaking down.
The holidays are coming to the Home Depot with free delivery on over 2 million items. Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over. The holidays are coming to the Home Depot with free delivery on over 2 million items.
Only $5 Whopper Junior ×2. Double the juniors, that's Syracuse.
Aces, Liberty. We're all about the WNBA Finals.
Superb racing.
Welcome along to Austin.
Pro football has gone international, and the world's most fun and lively city should be next.
Here's where legends are born, and every match is a spectacle.
Blackhawks, Avalanche, third.
We're ready for round 4 of this fight between Keyshawn Davis and Nahir Albright. Our very own Mark Kriegel has his unofficial scorecard. What do you have it, Tim?
This 40-36, Keyshawn Davis. You know, for a young, impatient guy, he's pretty methodical and disciplined. We're just waiting for the onslaught here, fellas.
Oh, it's coming. I'm telling you right now, it's definitely coming. Keyshawn, at the end of that last round, you know, you saw him dancing back to his corner. It's because he found the key. He knows that Albright is breaking down, and then he's able to land his counters.
It's not always if you land, but it's how you set things up, and that's the stage of this fight for Keyshawn.
No, that's the best part about him. Keyshawn is a terrific counterpuncher. Look at that right hand right there, attempt over the jab, or the double jabs of Wu. Got his head off the line, woof, just missed off the mark, but check this out. Look at this setup right there. Beautiful, beautiful framework right there with the right hand. See the extension right there, lift parry, boom, lift your head up, son, take that right hand. See, those are advanced moves right there. Those are subtle moves that you don't see. you know, in real time.
Punch out, let him go.
And that's what we talked about.
So what makes him
the
different.
skill level of Keyshawn is those subtleties that make him special. And, you know, it may not show up in the box score, but at the end of the night, they continue to pile up points. And you see how he is now switching his tactics to go down to the body of Nahir Albright.
He's playing with Albright right now. He's doing whatever he wants to do.
It's going to be tougher and tougher to get opposition for Keyshawn Davis on his rise to a world title opportunity. You see the counter right once again.
That was a catch and shoot right there. You know, you catch the punch on the right side and you throw the punch that you caught. Throw it right back at him. So the left hand gets thrown on the right side, that right hand comes. And the opposite.
Oh, a little wrestling here.
Don't do that. Let's keep it clean, okay? Time! Come here. Hey, it's a good fight, okay? Let's keep it clean. Hey, listen to me. Let's keep it clean. All right, let's go.
Neither guy looked at the referee. Like,
No, not at all.
Man, you ain't got
They're
nothing I want to hear.
It's a fight. See, the counter punching has Wu now a little bit spooked. Wu's not throwing as much punches as he was early on. It's because of counter punching.
Yeah, and in the corner they told Wu, you're leading with your head, not with your jab.
Good body shot right there from Wu, though.
The holidays are coming to the Home Depot with free delivery on over 2 million items. The holidays are coming to the Home Depot with free delivery on over 2 million items. Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over. Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over.
Blackhawks Avalanche Thursday 10:30 on ESPN.
Can you feel it? Feel me? Feel me?
Here's where legends are born, and every match is a spectacle.
UFC 294, fight on ESPN+.
And we are halfway through our opener here. Keyshawn Davis and Nahir Albright. We're in round 6 of a scheduled 10-round fight. This leads us to a world title unification. Vincenzo Gualtieri against Janabek Alemhanala. And you see how round by round, Davis is more than doubling the connected punches of Albright. And this is getting ridiculous.
Don't throw your punches. That's your first one. I'm going to take a punch next time.
Those guys getting a little frustration going on right now from Wu. That's what you're seeing.
And we've called 8 fights on our ESPN Plus undercard, Tim. This referee, James Green, did deduct 1 point from each fighter in the second fight of the night. So he does not play around.
No, he doesn't.
So both guys are going to have to be careful with that.
Right. Let me have off his neck.
Wu letting his hands go here in the 6th round. But then he gets caught with that overhand right from Keyshawn Davis.
Keyshawn was complaining to his trainer in between rounds. He said, you know, look for that right hand over the top. He said he has a long jab. It's hard to really get to it. And they said, Andre Ward. Do the Andre Ward. So what I'm thinking is that stab jab downstairs to be able to slip underneath that jab and come over the top with the right hand.
Shout out to the International Boxing Hall of Famer. Send our love to Andre Ward.
Nice uppercut in the inside short. And Wu anticipated that through a left hook down to the body.
Right. Yeah, I got you. There we go. All right.
Keyshawn is just stalking at this point. Feet planted, looking for that shot.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. He'll use defense. He'll let you expend some energy or expense energy, make you miss, and then lull you to sleep, and boom, and hit you with a shot. You know, it's a bit frustrating when a guy's standing in front of you and you really can't really hit him like you want to hit him.
Let him go.
Keyshawn is slippery in
I
there.
got you right here. Let me have it.
Small little subtle movements, moving his head, slipping, outside, underneath.
There's that
Good jab.
A power jab from Keyshawn Davis, and that sets up that 1-2. That's high praise, but also huge expectations to be able to do what Andre Ward did at his peak.
Absolutely. One of the best to ever do it.
Round 6 is in the books between Keyshawn and Nahir Albright. Janibek Alimhanallah, 7 knockouts in his last 8 wins, looking to make history, unifying this belt for Kazakhstan.
Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over.
Here's where legends are born, and every match is a spectacle.
Blackhawks Avalanche Thursday 10:30 on ESPN.
The Little League World Series champions.
Aces, Liberty. We're all about the WNBA Finals.
UFC 294. Fight on ESPN Plus.
Vincenzo Gualtieri wants to take the 2 belts back home to Germany, and he brought Chef Boyardee, his Cuban trainer, Frankie Aldama, with him. With that beautiful hat. Tim, we're going to buy you one of those hats. I don't know if they make them in your size.
They might do. I think they do. Come on now.
Oh. Pull down on Davis. Albright goes down. You see the total punches, 93 landed out of 203. And although Albright has thrown 30 more punches, he's at the halfway point of what Keyshawn has been able to land so far. One of those punches from Keyshawn, though, did cause a cut over the left eye of Albright.
Keyshawn's starting to find his mark now. Trying to get a little bit more consistent with his work.
Seems like a slight abrasion. Let's see if it doesn't become bigger.
I got you.
Mark, what do you have on that?
No punching. When I say break,
The cut, Mike Blabani just told me, small cut, no problem. We got it under control.
Let me have it. I got you.
Don Clifton, I asked him, Albright's trainer, what do you do to change the course of this fight, change its rhythm? He goes, I need my guy to pick up the pace. I need him to jab more, not just once, but 2 and 3 times.
That's a tall order against a fighter who can counter as well as Keyshawn does.
Exactly, and that's what's happening right now. He's shutting him down. Every punch he throws, he's getting hit with something. Something's coming back.
You see that feint, trying to drop the levels.
There it is, a nice little joust, a little probe, and then right hand over the top of the jab.
Tim, you mentioned the eyes, and I think that shot gave us a perfect illustration of how Keyshawn keeps control based on his eyes, and he anticipates what you're going to do.
Yes, everything you do, and he fights on his terms only. Just because you're throwing a lot of punches doesn't mean that he's going to throw a lot of punches. He's going to tie you up. He's going to step inside. He's going to allow the ref to do this work. He'll move when he needs to, you know, come back to the center of the ring, but he fights on his own terms.
Off his neck, break, off his neck.
Mark Kriegel was mentioning the fact that Mike Blabani feels he's got the cut under control, but now it's starting to actually bleed.
Yeah.
It's not causing a lot of trouble yet.
Yeah, I don't know if it's impeding in his vision just yet, but it is starting to drip down. Again, you see the technique right there, and you see the punches that were thrown. Those are arm punches thrown right there by Wu. Not fully committing with his shots.
Break. Let me have it. Break clean.
I like how James Green actually, when he stopped them, he set the tone for the rest of the fight. He wasn't not going to allow them to wrestle in there, and it's become a different fight, a cleaner fight.
What Keyshawn's doing, he's using defense and he's letting Wu get off, but he's not hitting anything. So he's letting him gas out a bit, and just he's looking for counters just like that. Clean, effective punching.
Only $5 Whopper Junior ×2. Double the juniors, that's Syracuse.
Aces, Liberty. We're all about the WNBA Finals.
Knowing how filthy Sid's wrister is means knowing why goalies lose.
Pro football has gone international, and the world's most fun and lively city should be next.
The holidays are coming to the Home Depot with free delivery on over 2 million items.
Superb racing.
UFC 294. Fight on ESPNplus.com.
Between rounds 6 and 7, Nahir Albright asked his team, hey, I can't see. Let's listen to it.
Relax, breathe.
The eye, I can't see.
It's the eye I can't see. It's a very small cut, but Nahir Albright, in his career, he's only been cut once against Sidney Macau. It was also the left eye. That was in March of 2018. That's not the reaction you want to hear from a fighter.
No, it isn't. And, you know, you got to take those type of actions serious. You really do, because you don't know if you really can't see or not. You know, you can get hit in the right spot, and it can deter your vision. So, as of right now, he's doing very well by trying to stay close. If he really can't see out of that eye.
And that's been one of the targets for Keyshawn with that overhand right, especially when Albright lets the jab go.
You know, this fight was supposed to be challenging for Keyshawn. It is actually a simple fight, easy fight for Keyshawn. Completely different skill set here.
But he does want to impress, and he does want to send a message to the rest of the lightweights, because when you look at 135, Devin Haney is still the undisputed champion. Lomachenko's there, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, William Zepeda just had a great performance. Pitbull Cruz, Frank Martin is there. So he really wants to prove that once those belts are vacant, he deserves to go and fight for one of those.
Good shot, two-punch domination right there from Wu.
Maybe it's that urgency that Nahir Albright is feeling with the blood, with the issue with his vision.
I got it. Break clean.
You can't box. Rough it up.
Let's keep it clean.
It's all part of the plan.
Stop pushing.
Nice stick from Albright. Both were landing the jab simultaneously. And Albright finally lets his right hand go.
Just waiting on Keyshawn to turn it up. You know, I don't know if he's going to wait one more round and let Wu weaken a little bit more. But right now, it seems like he's taking this round off.
For his career, Keyshawn Davis lands at around a 52% clip on his power punches. Tonight, he's landing at 43%. Not up to his standards. That's a nice right hand. Albright reels backwards. 14 seconds left here in round number 8. Time is his best ally, but his enemy Davis comes in and catches a right hand from Nahir Albright.
Her snake is a deadly snake.
The holidays are coming to the Home Depot with free delivery on over 2 million items. Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over. Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over. Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over.
Here's where legends are born, and every match is a spectacle.
Blackhawks Avalanche Thursday 10:30 on ESPN.
Can you feel it? Feel me? Feel me?
Pro football has gone international, and the world's most fun and lively city should be next.
Aces, Liberty. We're all about the WNBA Finals.
Blackhawks Avalanche Thursday 10:30 on ESPN.
Keyshawn Davis has been landing all night, but Tim, Nahir Albright had an answer there at the end of the 8th round.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to understand that Albright, a hurt snake is a deadly snake. You know, Keyshawn right there running into that shot. Albright was sitting on that right hand, waiting on him to come in. As you see, he tucked his head down and he came over with that looping right hand, catching Keyshawn Davis on his way in. Perfect setup.
It just goes to show you can never take anything for granted in this ring. And Keyshawn, after hurting Albright, maybe thought, ooh, he's mine. And guess what? That's what Pacquiao thought when Juan Manuel Marquez landed that right.
Exactly.
Mark, we're in round number 9. What's your score after 8 full rounds?
80-72. I still have a shutout by Keyshawn, despite that rather impressive punch by Wu. I mean, Keyshawn's making a pretty good fighter look ordinary here.
Ordinary. Bad.
And that is what great fighters do. Esteban Falcao, 11-0. Nahir Albright upset him. Jermaine Ortiz gave him some trouble at 14-1, although Ortiz is his last loss in February 2022. Balderas, an Olympian in 2016. Thought this is my step-up fight. Well, he got beat July 28th, and that got Nahir Albright this fight because the promoters thought it would be Balderas against Keyshawn Davis, Olympian versus Olympian. Not the case, because Albright comes in with a mindset to win.
Break. I got you. Let me have it. Break clean.
See that right hand as Keyshawn was stepping straight back. Wu came in with a jab and a nice right hand right over the top by Keyshawn. Keyshawn buys his time. He allows his opponents to wear themselves out. He allows them to throw and try to catch him. And then he'll turn it up later in the fight and land something significant and try to hurt him. See, all defense.
From Albright, though.
A lot of defense from Keyshawn. But he's looking to place that one kill shot.
Off his head, break. Let me have it.
To get his man in trouble.
I don't know if Keyshawn's corner said, hey, you got this, just box.
Oh, this is Keyshawn. He likes to break you down mentally. He takes his time. Again, he fights on his own terms. Just because you're swinging doesn't mean he's going to hit that he has to.
That rare ability to fight off the ropes. Gets off the ropes, turns Nahir Albright. And Albright responds with a nice right to the body.
Albright stepping on the gas right now, showing he has heart.
Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over. Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over. Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over. Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over.
UFC 294. Fight on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
Here's where legends are born, and every match is a spectacle.
Aces, Liberty. We're all about the...
Gotta give Nahir Albright a lot of credit because other fighters, just out of frustration, Tim, would have folded. But Albright has countered with right hands on Keyshawn Davis over the last 2 rounds and found some success.
Yeah, he just you know, brought up the intensity.
Yeah.
That was it. The tempo, letting his hands go. You know, he's having a hard time landing. If he throws combinations, something will eventually land.
Ooh, nice left from Davis. Albright tries to counter himself.
Albright just got to be careful. He don't walk into something. Keyshawn trying to set him up right now, playing peekaboo. He's here 1 minute, go on the next. If Albright gets a little bit too relaxed, he's going to run into something.
You see the footwork, head movement of Keyshawn Davis. the influence of Terrence Bud Crawford as well as Shakur Stevenson. This young man has a crew around him in a good sense that looks out for him. And it all starts with his mother, Wanda, who's his manager. His brothers are also fighting. They call themselves the DB3, the Davis Brothers 3. Keon is going to make his pro debut soon. And we just saw Kelvin Davis earn his 10th professional win tonight as well on our ESPN Plus undercard. So this is a fighting family, and this is a moment for Davis to take over.
Right, let me have it. Always nigga. Hey, let him go. Come on, when I call break, let him go. You do that, you're too close. Let's go.
Yeah, Keyshawn doesn't want to mess around with referee James Green.
Break clean, come on, break clean.
Keyshawn's not feeling well. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. I mean, there's so many opportunities for him to be able to land counters. And you see he's just trying to go through the motions right now. Could be issues again with his stomach.
That has been a lingering issue since the Olympics that Keyshawn Davis has been dealing with. He said he hired a personal chef to be with him this entire camp, felt better than ever. But then come fight night, you never know how your body's gonna react. Oh, nice counter from Nahir Albright, taking it to Keyshawn Davis here in round 10.
There it is, letting them hands go. I told you. You got a fighter with good defense. You let your hands go, especially if he's slipping and trying to avoid bobbing and weaving. Something will eventually get in. And right there, you're seeing Albright having success just letting his hands go.
You have to say, great finish from Nahir Albright over the last 3 rounds, getting those hands to land on the chin of Keyshawn Davis, who proved tonight that he does have some whiskers because Nahir Albright has 7 knockouts and 16 wins. This fight comes to an end. They go after the bell. Nahir Albright proved to be competitive. Keyshawn Davis showed exactly why he is considered a blue chip prospect. Now, Top Rank Boxing on ESPN is presented by AutoZone. Get in the zone. And in part by Geico. You know what? It's easy to Geico. What's not easy is to hit Keyshawn Davis.
It's
and
not.
Nahir Albright was able to do it late.
Oh, he's able to do it late because, again, you know, Keyshawn Davis, I tell you, something was wrong. You know, he wasn't letting his hands go at the end, but look at the beginning of the fight. This was all about counterpunching, taking his time, setting up. This is quintessential Keyshawn Davis. This is the way he operates in the ring. He fights when he wants to fight people, but he's so dang good at it. You know, superb fundamentals, technique, excellent footwork, great back foot counters, front foot counters, as you saw with the right hand right there. Good chopping right hands, left hooks. You know, he's a total package. Good footwork, great defense moving forward. I can't wait until he fights Pedraza. He simply won this fight. This was easy, hands down. He won this fight, no doubt.
The CompuBox numbers don't lie.
Look at the percentage.
The only thing here that usually, Tim, the lightweight average is 35.6% in terms of power percentage landed. Keyshawn landed 51%. That usually ends up in a knockout.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to hear what was wrong with him. And Mark, what is your final unofficial scorecard here after 10 rounds?
8. I got 8 rounds to 2. Keyshawn, you know, I thought he took his foot off the gas a little bit at the end. I don't know why. But, you know, he made a pretty good fighter look ordinary.
Well, I don't know if he was ordinary tonight, but because he came back, and when you make a guy look ordinary, you completely, you know, beat them mentally, and that was not the case because Nahir Albright, we talked about him having a tough go. His previous 5 opponents had won 95% of their fights, 69 3-1 in 73 fights, and then they threw him in against Keyshawn Davis, who's as blue chip as they come. He held his own in the last few rounds. Mark Chinook, what's the official decision?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds here inside the Fort Bend Epicenter, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. John Basile scores the bout 95-95. Robert Hoyle scores the bout 96-94. And David Sutherland scores the bout 97-93 for your winner by majority decision. And still, USBA, WBO, Intercontinental, WBC, USA Lightweight Champion, Keyshawn, the Businessman Davis.
Majority decision for Keyshawn Davis. It seemed a lot closer on the scorecards than it looked in the ring.